Hey guys, Stan Aller with another Stan's How-To Tip of the Week. Today we're talking about how to speak roofing, how to recognize it, and how to understand it. Let's go on up, take a look, see what we got going on. This is an architectural type shingle. This is going to be the most commonly seen and used roofing material available today. This roof is, depending on the manufacturer, is going to be considered a 25 to a 30-year roof. You will see this more often than not. It's a good quality roof. It's easily identified by the different shapes and sizes of tabs overlaying, the shading, and it gets the more detail, it gets a little better look with the architectural type application. The other type of asphalt shingle that's available is a 3-tab. It's not seen, not used, and not commonly around, but it's still out there. The 3-tab shingle is easily identified by a real uniform shaped tab and with lines in a very prescribed pattern. This is the type of roof that you again are going to see more commonly. The 3-tab shingle is available and typically a little bit of a cheaper roof. Lifespan is not quite as expected as long as these shingles. Like I said, 15 to 20 or 25 to 30 year roof on these. The 3-tab shingle is going to have a life expectancy of about 15 to 20 years. One of the other things you need to be able to identify and at least recognize and make sure that you've got something going on with your roof in your house is some sort of roof venting. This particular home has a solar powered attic fan. It pulls air in from the soffits, pushes it out the peak of the roof. It keeps the back side of the roof deck cool. It really preserves the life of the shingles. So the important thing to view is just make sure that there's some type of adequate attic ventilation to help extend the life of your shingles. One of the other things to consider and to notice when you're looking at a house that has asphalt shingles on it is there's a common mildew, fungus, I don't know what the exact technical term is for it, but you will notice a lot of roofs, and a lot of times it happens on the north side of houses, that they're streaking and dark stains. That doesn't necessarily mean that the roof is bad, that the lifespan of the roof has been shortened. That simply means that there's a fungus growing on the roof. There are companies around that can wash that roof and restore it to looking brand new. Shingles. There's a few other types of roofing that we're going to look at, so why don't you get in the time machine with us and let's take a trip. So here we are at the next location. Did you enjoy the ride? Right now we're going to be looking at a metal roof. The metal roofing panels have really gotten pretty common and pretty desirable in the residential market over the last several years. This type of panel would be commonly referred to as an R panel. It comes in sheets that are 3 foot wide. You order them to the proper length, cut them on site if you need to. It's best identified by the exposed fasteners through the surface. That will be a screw that has a rubber washer underneath it that seals the penetration as it's being attached down to the roof decking. The major thing with this type of roof is the installation is key. If it is not installed properly, it can cause problems later on down the road. So if you're going to have one put on your house, make sure that you hire a trained installer, somebody that has a reputation of doing right. This type of roof is offered in many different colors. Lots of manufacturers will offer a 30-year warranty on the color guarantee. So hang on tight, we got one more type of roof we're going to look at. We'll be back in just a second. So here we are at our third and final destination, and it's probably a good thing because I think the teleporter is just about out of plutonium. This type of metal roofing is commonly referred to as a concealed fastener. It's most easily identified by the fact that there are very few screws in the face of it, a lot less surface penetrations. You will still have to have some screws along the eaves and possibly along the top, but this type of roof is good because of the fact that most of your fasteners are all concealed. You have a lot less roof penetrations. It comes in a panel that's 16 inches wide. It's again available in a wide variety of colors by different manufacturers. This type of roof panel is less common than what the other roof panel is. This is a little bit more money. Installation's a little extra, but I do consider this to be one of the best roofs on the market. This type of roofing is not always the best choice in your application. But if you happen to find yourself looking at a house that has a metal roof on it, at least now you can easily identify them. And if you're considering a new roof or a roof replacement, you would have a little bit better idea of what to expect as far as options and availability. So if you want to talk roofing or anything else, construction or real estate related, just holler at me. I'm here to help. Thanks. Bye.